everyone, this is Karen.
Hi everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of restaurant etiquette around the world. And the vocabulary words are embarrassment.
Embarrassment.
David turned red from embarrassment after realizing he called the teacher mom. Aw, be nice.
Contribute.
Contribute.
All of the group members will need to contribute if we hope to get a good grade on the project.
Hesitate.
Hesitate.
If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Acceptable.
Acceptable.
At the night market, paying with credit cards is not an acceptable method of payment.
Globe.
Globe.
The museum has a collection of treasures from every corner of the globe. So we're still talking about restaurant etiquette around the world.
Yeah.
And last time we mentioned France and Italy. How about we talk about some countries in Asia?
Okay, so why don't we start with Thailand?
I love Thailand.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've eaten food there. It's really good.
I love Thai food.
Yeah, so when you're in Thailand, there's a lot of street food and things like that. You don't need to worry too much about etiquette there.
Okay.
But if you're more at a formal dinner, right, these are some of the things you should be aware of.
Okay.
So they'll tell you where to sit.
Yes.
And when you want to get a waiter's attention, it's okay to wave your hand.
Okay.
Right? And, there's an interesting fact here is that usually the older women are the ones who like to order the food for everybody.
Oh, really?
So there you will share food, just like in Italy you share food.
So would one person, that older woman, would order for all the different dishes?
Yeah.
Okay, the younger one kind of just like sit there and eat.
I guess so, yeah. I think it's just we respect them. Any other
Okay.
places?
Well, I know that in Korea it's actually quite interesting too. If you are sitting in a restaurant or you're just walking into a restaurant, it would be very hard for you to, wait for a waiter to seat you. You're supposed to find the table yourself.
Oh.
And sharing food out with other people is not only acceptable, but it's expected. Everyone is supposed to share.
Okay. So it seems more countries allow sharing of food, right?
Exactly. So if you really need the waiter, it's okay to, call them and say, "Hi, excuse me, I need some help." And that's totally fine too.
Okay, well, I hope this information is useful when you're traveling because we gotta eat when we're traveling.
You are right.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy.
Restaurant etiquette around the world.
Being prepared could save you from potential embarrassment. Here are some more international dining customs. Thailand. At a formal meal, it's certain that you'll be told where to sit. Get your waiter's attention by waving your hand. Like Italian restaurants, sharing food is perfectly fine, and if you're with a group, it's the older women who generally order dishes for the table. Often, the host will pay. You can offer to contribute, but only ask once.
Today's lesson is called Restaurant Etiquette Around the World. Part 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. We're learning about some of the social rules behind eating and how these change depending on what country you're in. Yesterday we started in Europe and we went to France, of course, the legendary home of haute cuisine and fine dining. And we learned that in France, well, it's best to order a dish for yourself and not share the dish with other people. They don't have that sort of sharing culture with meals that we have a lot here in Asia.
They
right?
have it in Italy though.
In Italy, though, they might have it. Also in France, always be on time if you make a reservation. And it used to be not okay to ask for a doggy bag to take home that uneaten food. But nowadays, because they're trying to limit how much food they waste, it is okay. And then we moved on to Italy.
Italy, don't have coffee or soda with your meal. Doggy bags are not okay. And unless you've got dietary issues, don't tell the chef how to cook the meal. Don't have any special requests. Anyways, being prepared could save you from potential embarrassment. So you're traveling, you want to sample international cuisine, follow these rules. Yes, because if you follow these rules, you'll be prepared, and maybe this can save you some embarrassment. Here we have embarrassment. Sometimes you feel shame because you feel like you've done something wrong. Oh, I'm feeling embarrassed, or I'm feeling embarrassment. I think I've made a fool of myself in front of everyone, so I feel terrible and filled with shame. For example, David turned red from embarrassment after realizing he called the teacher mom.
So let's go back to our international dining customs, see what country we're going to be visiting first today. It says here are some more international dining customs, and right off the top we can see that we've moved from Europe to closer to home for us in Asia. We're in the country of Thailand. Now in Thailand it says, at a formal meal, it's certain that you'll be told where to sit.
Also, you can't clap or snap to get your waiter's attention, but you can get your waiter's attention by waving your hand. Remember, in France, that's a big no-no, no clapping or snapping. But in Thai restaurants, you can kind of gesture by waving to get the waiter's attention. Now, like Italian restaurants, sharing food is perfectly fine. And if you're with a group, it's the older women who generally order dishes for the table. So how about that? The older women will do the ordering. You just sit tight there, pal.
All right, and some of this politeness, this etiquette, isn't actually about the meal or eating. It's about after the meal, paying for it. In Thailand, it says often the host will pay. You can offer to contribute, but only ask once. Okay, so the host, the person who organized it or planned it, the person who's there greeting people and kind of in charge of the meal, they will generally pay. That might be an older person or the person whose birthday it is or whatever. Now, you can ask, you can offer and say, oh no, I'd like to pay or I'd like to contribute, but don't keep doing it. If they say no, just let it be no. Only ask once. Contribute, this verb basically means to chip in, to put a small amount into a group's larger amount so that you're doing your share so that the amount can be more. We contribute money maybe to a charity or a volunteer organization. We can also contribute our time to a charity or volunteer organization. You're giving up your time just to help out. You're giving up your money just to help out. For example, all of the group members will need to contribute if we hope to get a good grade on the project. They won't be contributing money, but probably time and energy and things like that to work with other people.
There you go. They're going to contribute or they're going to make a contribution. All right, folks, with that, today's lesson is almost in the books. Right now we'll take a break, but after that we'll start to wrap things up.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文介绍了法国和意大利的用餐礼仪，那么今天还会介绍更多用餐习俗，让你做好准备，免得尴尬。好，这边补充一下 ，embarrassment。embarrassment 在这边当不可数名词，表示难堪或是尴尬。这个字也可以当可数名词来表达令人尴尬的事。好，那么首先要介绍的是泰国的用餐礼仪。在餐厅里面，如果你想要请服务生过来，你就用挥手的方式来引他的注意。那么点餐的时候，如果是跟一群人一起，这通常是由比较年长的女性来帮整桌人点餐，而东西是可以分着吃的。那至于付钱，通常是给主人付。你也可以提出说你要一起出钱，可是记得问一次就好，不要像在台湾一直把账单抢来抢去啊，挖来啦，你来挖来挖来什么的。然后还把钱塞来塞去，这样子很难看。好，这边有一个单字 contribute， 它表示捐献、贡献或者是出，像是出钱、出力、出主意的那个出。好，它的名词是 contribution 表示贡献。麦克老师在解释单字时用到片语chip in， chip 空格加上 in chip in， 它表示出一份力或者是提供一点帮助，这也可以用来表达大家一起凑钱的意思。接回到课文中。
Restaurant etiquette around the world.
Korea. If you wait for a Korean waiter to seat you, you'll be waiting a long time. As long as there are seats available, you can seat yourself. To call your waiter over, look for a button on the table. If there's no button, don't hesitate to verbally call your waiter over. Also note that sharing food in Korea is not just acceptable, but expected. Just remember that during the meal, bowls are kept on the table, so no lifting. Use your spoon instead of chopsticks to eat rice.
France, Italy, Thailand, and now Korea. Okay, let's talk about food etiquette, restaurant etiquette in Korea. If you wait for a Korean waiter to seat you, you'll be waiting a long time. Yes, as long as there are seats available, you can seat yourself. So in Thailand, you sit where you're told to sit. In Korea, go for it. If there's an open seat, you can take that seat.
And here's another thing that's a little unique. To call your waiter over, look for a button on the table. Oh, so you don't snap or clap. That's rude.
No waving.
No waving. You just look for a little button, like a little doorbell button on the table. I think people have seen this. They have this in restaurants here.
Yeah.
You press that, and in a few seconds, there will be someone over.
Now, if there's no button, by the way, don't worry. You can use your voice to call your waiter. Yes, if there's no button, don't hesitate to verbally call your waiter over. Now, here we've got the verb hesitate to talk about. Sometimes, you think twice before doing something. There's something that you want to do, but you just can't commit to doing it. If that's the case, you are hesitating. You think you should act, but you think twice. You have second thoughts. You start to act, but then you don't. That's what hesitating is all about. For example, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Go ahead and ask them. Don't overthink things. Don't think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Just go ahead and do it. You don't need to hesitate.
All right, now we're seeing that food sharing and the rules around that is one of the things that changes around the world. In France, it's really unusual for people to share their food, but at the other end of the scale, in Asian countries, it's the normal thing to do. It says also note that sharing food in Korea is not just acceptable, but expected. It's
You
not,
should do it.
Yeah, it's not just okay, but it's expected. If you don't do it, people would say, hey, why aren't you sharing your meat or your fish or whatever
Don't be
you
greedy.
order?
Come on.
That's
Let's share
right.
this food.
So when you order something, consider you're ordering it for the whole table, not just for yourself. And if you don't share, people will think that's a little strange because it's acceptable and expected. Now this word acceptable, this adjective, basically means it's okay. It's a type of thing that would not be seen as a strange or wrong or bad or anything like that. It's perfectly okay. For example, at the night market, paying with credit cards is not an acceptable method of payment.
That's not gonna work.
So you write a check?
Absolutely not. Cash. Cash is accepted
That's it.
everywhere in those night markets.
Yep.
Anyways, just remember, we're still in Korea. Just remember that during the meal, bowls are kept on the table. You can't pick up those bowls, so no lifting, and use your spoon instead of chopsticks to eat rice.
Well,
so
that's
you can't pick up your bowl, but you can use a spoon to eat that rice.
So you don't need to pick up the bowl.
You don't need to pick up the bowl, I should say. There you go. All right, everyone, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but I promise we'll wrap up our article after this.
下一站来到韩国，在韩国餐厅里面，如果等服务生带你入席，你会等到天荒地老哦。所以只要有空位的话，你就自己找位置坐吧。那么如果呢要请服务生过来，你可以看看桌上有没有像服务铃的那一种按钮。如果没有按钮，你就可以直接开口请他过来。好，文中用到 verbally 这个字 ，verbally 表示口头底或是言语上，它是当副词。那么单字 hesitate 表示迟疑或是犹豫。张老师在解释单字时用到几个跟思考相关的用语，我们可以学起来。Have second thoughts about something. Have second thoughts about something 就表示对什么什么有所疑虑。还有 think twice. Think twice 想两次，那就相当于我们中文说的三思，就是要再三思考、重新思考。还有 overthink. 在 think 后前面加上 overthink 就表示想太多、顾虑太多。好，课文接着提到说，在韩国分食不但是可以接受的，而且还是被预期中的事。如果你没有跟人家分着吃东西，反而会显得很奇怪诶。还有呢，他们是把碗放在桌上，然后用汤匙吃饭，不像我们是把碗拿起来用筷子吃饭。好，还有一个单字 acceptable， 它是形容可接受的、可容许的，是当形容词。接回到课文中。
Restaurant etiquette around the world.
There you have it, a quick rundown of restaurant practices around the globe. Armed with this knowledge, you can be sure that your next trip abroad will be full of delicious food and good table manners.
Okay, as promised, twice, we're now back to wrap things up. There you have it, a quick rundown of restaurant practices around the globe. By the way, here we have the word globe to talk about. Here we're talking about the world, the earth. Now, sometimes you might have a globe in your classroom, let's say. That would be a round, ball-like, or spherical representation of the earth and all of the countries of the earth and stuff like that. But here we're talking about the world. You could have said around the globe or around the world. For example, the museum has a collection of treasures from every corner of the globe, from all over the world.
There you go. Now, armed with this knowledge, you can be sure that your next trip abroad will be full of delicious food and good table manners. Everyone will win with that. You'll win because you'll get to experience local culture and local food, and the local people will win because you won't be eating like a crazy person. You'll be doing things as the Romans do. Now, I know we only covered a few countries there, but I think one of the most simple things to do is just stop and look at what the local people are doing. If you're in Rome, look at what the Romans are doing and then do it that way. That's basically the safest thing you can do.
There you go. Anyways, that's it for our article, but we're not done quite yet. We still have the what do you think question to ask and answer. Which of these dining practices did you find most surprising?
Well, I'd have to say that I didn't know that they took being on time so seriously in France. It's a country I've traveled to several times, and I just never heard that. I mean, I try to be on time, so it was never a problem, but I didn't know that was one of the things that they thought was so important. So that's news to me.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
It is, that's what they say.
All right, everyone, it's now time for us to say bye-bye, but we'll see you next time.
这2天的课文带我们快速的看看世界各地餐厅习俗的概要，同学们现在都了解了吧？有了这样的知识，下次出国旅行你就可以尽情享受美食，不用怕尴尬咯。我们最后来看单字 globe。globe 可以用来指地球仪或是球状的东西，那它在文中是指地球。当地球来解释的时候，它会写作 the globe， 前面会加上定冠词。那 Jeff 老师刚刚讲到地球仪的时候，他有用到 spherical 这个形容词 ，spherical，spherical 它是形容球形的、球面的。好，补充单字 rundown 它表示纲要、概要或者是详细报告。好，另外文中用到 there you have it，there you have it， 它常常用来做总结，意思就是这样。现在你了解了吧？好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有5个，第一个是 WH 疑问词加不定词。第2个是 as long as， 第3个是 available 的用法，第4个是 seat yourself， 第5个是 instead of 和 instead 的比较用法。我们先来学 WH 疑问词加不定词。WH 疑问词之后呢，可以接不定词，也就是接 to 加原形动词来形成名词片语。那它可以当作主词、受词或是补语用。它就跟这个名词子句 WH 疑问词加主词加助动词加动词的意思相同。好，听起来蛮复杂的，我们用例句看会比较清楚哦。I don't know what to wear 就相当于 I don't know what I should wear. 我不知道该穿什么。I don't know how to get to the train station. 也可以说 I don't know how I could get to the train station. 我不知道怎么到地铁站诶。好，接着来学 as long as。As long as 是用来引导条件副词子句，表示只要怎么样怎么样。那它也可以写成 so long as。例如 The dish is easy to cook as long as you follow the recipe. 只要按照食谱，这道菜煮起来就会很简单哦。接着来学 available 的用法。形容词 available 常常会接在名词之后来表达有空的、可用的，像是Do you have any rooms available for the night of April 1st? 4月1号的晚上，你们还有空房吗？老板应该不会认为这是愚人节笑话吧？等到那一天 check in 的时候，老板突然跟你说：“我们没有房间，哈哈，整到你了吧，啾咪！”好啦，接着我们来学 seat yourself。seat 当动词表示坐下，使什么就坐的意思。那么 seat yourself 就是指使自己就坐，意思就跟 make yourself sit 是一样的。例如 Margot seated herself at the table by the window. Margot 在窗边的那一桌就坐，她选在靠窗的桌子坐下来。最后来学 instead of 和 instead 的比较用法。Instead of 表示代替什么，而不是什么什么。那它是介系词，后面要接名词或动名词。那个名词或动名词就是被取代的人事物哦。那至于 instead， 它是表达作为代替，反而或是相反地，它是副词。我们来看一组例句。Kate ordered tea instead of coffee. Kate 点了茶，而不是咖啡。Kate didn't order coffee.She ordered tea instead. Kate 没有点咖啡，她点了茶作为代替。那从这两个例句当中，同学们应该就会知道 instead of 跟 instead 的不同用法咯。好，那么以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见，拜拜。
Everybody， 欢迎来到 English in Action。今天的主题是
Wait, I'm Shane.
Oh, okay.
Can you say your name for
Okay, all right.
the people
all right,
who don't know?
Go ahead.
I'm Shane, and you're
I'm Holly.
Right?
All right. OK， 今天的主题是
我精疲尽力了。
不对，你的脑袋真的是精疲力尽了。
哦，嘿，精疲力尽了，脑袋坏掉了。
Yeah. 好，我们就是先进入对话，好，那你走开。Are you ready for bed? I'm pretty sleepy.
Definitely. I'm beat.
Yeah, I'm just
Together?
Yeah. No. Go.
Woo, I'm beat.
Sorry.
这是累坏了。
这累。I'm beat. OK, beat 其实就是要打人家。
或者是你输了，所以你输了你就I'm beat.
累死了。
对 ，life beat me.
Yeah. 所以你被打到，你不会就对不对？你会
对。
OK.
Or
还有呢
you could say I'm wiped out.
哦 OK, wipe 其实就是直接把它擦去，擦去，所以你的精力都被擦掉了。
再见。
拜
拜拜 energy。
精力拜拜。或者是
这个有点好笑。I'm pooped.
我在大便吗？
不是 I'm pooping。
哦，不是 I'm pooping 哦，是 I'm pooped。
所以 poop 就是大便的意思。
是
可是 I'm pooped， 这真的不知道为什么。
因为大便很累啊，要在那边一直挤，你知道吗？
好脏哦。I'm pooped， 对，真的不知道为什么。可是如果你真的很累，你就说 I'm pooped。
But you're not pooped,
就是
right?
听起来很可爱，你真的可以在长辈的面前也可以讲。
I'm pooped.
I'm pooped. I'm pooped. 看起来真的很可爱。I'm pooped. Well, if you're not too pooped and you want to learn some more English, then
窍门就
就
对
对
了。
了。
I'm beat.
I'm beat.
I'm wiped out.
I'm wiped out.
I'm pooped.
I'm pooped.